Hello, good morning or good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Pink the Raptor. I am your host, Pink, and I have an amazing guest, Suki.
Hello, everyone. Cheeseburgers are good.
Yes, indeed. Alrighty. So we are doing a long podcast about my Warrior Cats fan fiction with Shadowstar, Codepaw, Cherry Wing, and a bunch of other OCs. Overall, this is a very long story as I'll be posting 6 chapters at a time, and Suki and I will be doing this together, so sit back and enjoy this podcast.
That's me. I'm Suki.
2 cats roaming in the middle of the night as a cat with the pelt of burning ashes walks aside a cat with the pelt of brown trees. Shadowkit and her father Driftfang were walking late at night as Shadowkit's fur glimmers from the bright full moon. "Hey, Dad, where are we going?" Shadowkit asked as she trotted beside her father.
Let's say it's a surprise.
Driftfang replied. Shadowkit was quiet as she got close to the end of the River Clan border. "Why are we going to the end of the clan border?" she asked.
Will you stop asking these questions? Just wait.
Her father snapped. "Sorry," mumbled the small black cat. As the 2 cats kept walking, they spotted a large white molly. "So, this is her?" the white molly asked. "Yes, this is Shadowkit," answered the Tom. Shadowkit was in shock. She couldn't believe that she was going to be abandoned. "You're leaving me here with her?" Shadowkit asked with a confused and shocked look. "For now. I'll visit you every once in a while," he replied to Shadowkit.
Take her to the camp and say she's new. I'm sure Honeystar will take her in. I need to head back to the River Clan camp.
He softly pushed Shadowkit towards the white molly. "All right, thanks for your time, Driftfang. I'm sure Honeystar would gladly take her in," answered the white molly. "Come along, Kit. It's not far from here." "My name is Shadowkit, not just Kit," mumbled the small black cat. "Goodbye, Shadowkit. I'll see you in a while," the Tom replied as he started walking back to River Clan. Shadowkit watched him as he left until he disappeared into the dark forest. "Let's go, Shadowkit," the molly replied as she started walking. The black cat looked back at the forest and then started walking up towards the white molly.
What is your name anyway? Asked the Shadowkit. The molly didn't say a word. As she looked down and back up, she replied,
"Snow Sparrow. The name's Snow Sparrow." "The name fits you," the black molly replied. "Same with your name, Shadowkit." Snow Sparrow replied. "Thanks," replied the black cat. The 2 cats made it back to ShadowClan as the large white molly with soft yellow spots along her pelt with a long black stripe going from the tip to her nose to her lower back. "Snow Sparrow, where have you been?" asked the large molly. "Apologies, Honeystar, but there was a young kit in the forest alone, and I was wondering if we could have it in the clan," asked Snow Sparrow. "Where did you find it exactly?" Honeystar looked at the small black cat. "It was close by the ShadowClan border," Snow Sparrow replied. "I see. So tell me, what's your name?" Honeystar asked Shadowkit. "Shadowkit. The name is Shadowkit," Shadowkit answered to the white molly. "Once you reach 6 moons, you'll have a mentor and an apprentice name. Welcome to ShadowClan. Kits stay within the border until they are old enough," Honeystar replied as she walked back into the camp. "That's good. She allowed you in. Just follow the warrior code. I'll show you where you're staying for a while. Say, come to think of it, how old are you?" Snow Sparrow asked. 5 moons, Shadowkit replied. "Why?" "Oh, then I guess that you'll be a princess in a moon," Snow Sparrow replied. "Let me just show you around camp. Follow me." Shadowkit nodded her head as she followed Snow Sparrow. Shadowkit was happy to be in the camp, but something didn't feel right. Snow Sparrow looked at Shadowkit.
Everything all right?
Snow Sparrow asked. "Huh? Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Hey, mind showing me around like you said?" Shadowkit asked. "Sure, follow me." The 2 cats walked into the medicine den as the dark brown molly with black and white stripes inside organizing herbs. "Hello, Snow Sparrow," the molly said in a sweet voice. The molly realized the black cat. "Hello there, young one. What's your name?" "I'm Shadowkit," answered the young cat. "Pleasure to meet you, young one," the brown cat replied. This is Codepaw. She is the med cat of our clan, and her apprentice is Swiftpaw. Swiftpaw is about to get her warrior name in a few moons, added Snow Sparrow.
Cool, Shadowkit replied. The 2 cats walked out of the medicine den and as large Tom approached the two cats.
Good evening, Snowsprout and Kit. Pardon me, but Honeystar asked you to come on patrol with Hawkscar and Scarface, replied the Tom. Well, Barkclaw, I guess I could go on patrol for a while with the two Toms. Shadowkit, you can explore the camp on your own for a while, Snowsprout replied. That's fine, Shadowkit answered. The other young ones are over at the apprentice den, the Tom replied. Thank you. Shadowkit dipped her head as she trotted over towards the other cats. Might as well get going, Snowsprout replied to the Tom as she started walking towards the other two Toms. Hey, who are you? Asked one of the kits as she was in a very playful, pouncy position. I'm Shadowkit, Shadowkit replied in a confused look. Oh, so you're a new kit in the area. I'm Parakeet, she replied as she sat back up. Hello, Parakeet, Shadowkit replied with a kind gesture. Parakeet smiled. So, where are you from? Parakeet asked. Shadowkit didn't reply as she didn't know how to answer that. Shadowkit looked down after a few long seconds. Then Parakeet replied, Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, she replied as she softly bent her ears down. Huh? No, it's no big deal, Shadowkit replied. Hey, want to be friends? We could stay at the nursery for a little bit until we become apprentices. Then we can move to the apprentice den, Parakeet replied with a smile. Oh, sure, Shadowkit replied as she smiled back. Parakeet and Shadowkit laughed for a while as they were talking about random things until one of the Toms from the patrol came back with a black cat on his back yelling, Get the medicine cat! He yelled as a few of the clan cats came surrounding the Tom and the wounded cat. Who is this on the back? Shadowkit asked as she couldn't make up who is the Tom on the back. Oh, him? That's Wildstorm. He's the deputy's son, Parakeet replied as she came over and sat down next to Shadowkit. Oh, Shadowkit replied as she watched the cats from afar. This is the third attack this week. What happened? Asked Kodapelt. A fox attacked, the Tom replied with a shaky voice. A fox? Kodapelt replied in shock. The fox den is so far away from camp. How is it so close now? Scarface shook his head. I don't know, but we have to be careful now. The fox might have caught our trail. Who knows? It might go after the entire clan. Honeystar walked to the three cats. Another fox attack? We should keep our lookout. I'll tell the deputy to send more patrols out. Honeystar, what about the hunting? Our patrols are low. We might starve if we do more camp patrols, Scarface replied as blood dripped down from his face. It's getting colder. We might as well have to hunt during sunrise and then patrol sun high or longer. Honeystar thought for a few long seconds. That might work well. Thank you, Scarface. Kodapelt placed the dock leaf on Scarface's forehead. Shadowkit and Parakeet looked at each other in shock. A fox attack? Shadowkit replied, Yeah, but what's strange is the fox den isn't as close to the clan until now, Parakeet replied. Plus, it's getting colder. With a fox on the loose, they might pay attention to the fox and not hunting. Would it be worth it, though? Kodapelt replied. I get your point, but some clans forget to hunt and wait until they hunt down the fox. Hopefully, the fox lost their scent, so we'll be fine for a while. Hopefully, Kodapelt. Let's just not waste time here. Let's get the others and go back to normal, Honeystar replied as she walked away to her den. The other three cats moved into the medicine den. Shadowkit, Parakeet, wait for something to happen. So, now since that is over, what now? Shadowkit asked. Well, you could go meet the others. The others won't mind meeting you, Parakeet replied in a sweet voice. Shadowkit then nodded. Sounds great. The two small cats walked towards the outer den. The den was covered with orange and brown leaves as the sun hit the top of the den and made the den a lovely orange color inside. In the den, there was a large brown Tom, a skinny gray cat with beautiful dark gray swirls along her back, and a tiny ginger Tom. Why, hello there, Parakeet. What you doing here? The large Tom asked. I'm doing great. I made a new friend. Her name is Shadowkit, Parakeet replied. Shadowkit waved with a smile. Hello, Shadowkit replied. It's pretty nice in here. She looked up in amazement on how beautiful the bright orange color was inside the den. The gray Molly then chuckled. It's beautiful when the sun reaches at this point, the tiny ginger cat nodded in agreement. What you two kids been up to? She asked. Nothing much, surprisingly. Shadowkit's a new cat in the clan. I showed her around a little bit. Snowsparrow helped Shadowkit get comfortable here as well. After a while, there has been another fox attack. The two cats, when they were on patrol, seemed fine. Just a few scratches, but that was about it, Parakeet replied. Strange. I know Honeystar will get that handled. We should be fine. Don't worry too much about it, young ones. Why don't you kids go on and have some fun before sundown? The ginger replied. The two cats then ran and kept playing a small game of tag. The sky grew darker as the stars started appearing above them in the sky. The two kids, exhausted, fell flat onto the ground looking up at the sky, watching more stars appear as they become more bright. Whoa, Shadowkit replied to herself. Agreed. It's nice to see these. They say those were our past warriors there. That's when StarClan watches down at us, Parakeet replied. Yeah, I know that. I've never really seen the stars this bright before, Shadowkit replied as she continued to look up at the sky. Wait, you've never seen a bright night before? Even when the moon is high? Parakeet was confused as she never knew that Shadowkit has never seen a bright night sky before. Yeah, it's nice though, seeing it for the first time too, Shadowkit added. That's true, but welcome to ShadowClan. I'm going to get some rest. Good night, Shadowkit. See you at dawn. Parakeet smiled as she walked to the nursery. Shadowkit sighed as she sat up and continued to look up at the bright night sky. She then twitches her ears as she hears something in the bushes. Shadowkit jumped as she got in her defense pose and she was a bit scared. Who's there? Shadowkit asked, waiting for her reply. Then the white Molly appeared and it was Snowsparrow. Snowsparrow then chuckled. It's getting late for you. You should get some rest. You look tired, Snowsparrow replied in a calm voice. Shadowkit then nodded. Shadowkit got up and then started to walk back to the nursery and then rested her head on the soft moss bed and fell asleep. The next morning has arrived. The soft red-orange color filled the dark purple night sky as Parakeet was awake standing near Shadowkit. Good morning, Shadowkit! Parakeet yelled in Shadowkit's ear. Shadowkit then jumped as she got out of her bed. Then she looked awake as her fur was all messed up. I'm awake! Shadowkit definitely looked awake. Great, we get our apprentice names today! Parakeet was excited as she was spinning in a circle of joy. We do? Shadowkit was surprised. Yes, we do! Yay, 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 yay! Parakeet replied as she was extremely excited. Shadowkit then twitched her ears as she smiled. Okay, will you calm down? It's later today at Sun High. Okay, but I'm just so excited. We get to become apprentices, and we get a mentor. What do you think yours will be, Shadowkit? Asked Molly as she sat in front of Shadowkit. Well, I think it'll be Snowsparrow, Shadowkit replied with a smile. I'm sure it'll be her, Parakeet replied with a cheerful tone. Really? Well, I do see it, though. I hope Honeystar chooses Snowsparrow for my mentor, Shadowkit replied as she twitched her ear. I mean, who else would it be? Honestly, well, what about the deputy? I'm sure he's really... Parakeet replied as she was interrupted by Shadowkit. No, for the moon's sake, no. He seems nice, but I'd rather have Snowsparrow, complained Shadowkit. Alright, your choice, but you know it's up to Honeystar, right? Parakeet replied as she twitched her tail. Right. Shadowkit then looked down at her paws, just thinking as she moved her ears downwards. Everything okay, Shadowkit? Asked Parakeet in a worried tone. Not exactly, she replied. Mind telling me? You can trust me, of course. We're friends. Parakeet replied another question as she added that they were both friends. Shadowkit then sighed. I was excited for today, but I don't know. I'm not sure if Honeystar told you or not, but I really wasn't found in the forest, actually. Whoa, really? Parakeet asked as she waited a few moments and then said, Are you a house cat? Shadowkit looked up quickly. What? No, I'm not a house cat. For StarClan's sakes, no. Oh, then you came from the other 3 clans, huh? Parakeet asked. Yeah, I came from River. My father isn't coming here for today. For me, I think. Shadowkit said in a sad tone. I wouldn't let that bother you. Well, forget him. You got us. I'm your friend, Shadowkit. I'm sure you do great. Snowsparrow, Cherrypaw, and I are all cheering for you. Parakeet replied in a cheering tone, trying to make Shadowkit smile. I guess you're right. I can't say that you're wrong. You really are a good friend, Parakeet. Shadowkit smiled. See? Don't worry about it, Parakeet added. Shadowkit rolled her eyes as she smiled, then got up from her bed and stretched. Soon walked out on the bright sunny day as she went to get the fresh kale pile to grab a small mouse for Parakeet and her. Mouse? Parakeet asked. Shadowkit then nodded as she dropped the mouse between her and the small greenish white molly. You can have it. I honestly don't mind. Just a little snack for you and I. Shadowkit then was interrupted by Parakeet. You and I, huh? Well, then let's split it. You can take this half and I can take the other half. She replied as she splits the mouse for them both. Shadowkit smiled, then took the one half as she ate the mouse. So, I know this is random, but what do you think your warrior name will be? Parakeet asked as she ate the mouse. Oh, well, I think mine would something be like Shadowtail or Shadowleaf, Shadowkit replied. That's pretty cool. I like the tone of the names, Parakeet smiled as she finished eating the mouse. For mine, I could see like Pearpelt or Pearwing. Those are cool names as well, to be honest, Shadowkit replied as she smiled. Alrighty, I know this isn't really too much. I mean, this video is probably going to be like, 20 minutes or so?
They ate the mouse? I'm a rat.
You're a rat.
Why?
There. It's just a story, Suki.
They murdered my family. Oh, well.
No, it's alright, man. It's just a story. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and 7 through 12 will be out probably by the end of this month or so, and be on a lookout for another story for Pink and Suki's story, and we'll be both excited to post it, and we're gonna try to post it Wednesday possibly?
Yep.
Alrighty, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop down a like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.
I'm Suki.